Good morning. This is our daily lectionary readings for Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. We have our three readings. Psalm 143, once again, is going to be the psalm reading. 2 Kings chapter 4, 18 through 37 is going to be the Old Testament reading. And then the book of Ephesians chapter 2, verses 1 through 10 are going to be our New Testament reading. Today we are going to be reading it out of the Modern English Version, starting Psalm 143. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplication. In your faithfulness answer me, and in your righteousness enter not into judgment with your servant. For in your sight no one living is righteous. For the enemy has persecuted my soul. He has crushed my life down to the ground. He has made me to dwell in darkness, as those who have been long dead. Therefore my spirit is overwhelmed with me. My heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all of your works. I consider the work of your hands. I stretch forth my hands unto you. My soul thirsts after you as a thirsty land. Respond to me quickly, O Lord. My spirit fails. Do not hide your face from me, lest I be like those who go down into the pit. Cause me to hear your loving kindness in the morning, for in you I have my trust. Cause me to know the way I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto you. Deliver me, O Lord, from my enemies. I flee unto you for my protection. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me onto level ground. Revive me, O Lord, for your name's sake, for your righteousness' sake. Bring my soul out of trouble. In your mercy, cut off my enemies and destroy all them who afflict my soul, for I am your servant. Our Old Testament reading comes from 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 18 through 37. When the child was older, he went out one day to his father with the reapers. He said to his father, my head, my head. And he said to a servant, carry him to his mother. When he had taken him and brought him to his mother, the boy sat on her knee until noon and died. She went up and laid him down on the bed of the man of God, shut the door on him, and went out. Then she called to her husband, send me one of the servants and one of the donkeys, so that I may run to the man of God and return. He said, why are you going to go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. She said, it will be all right. Then she saddled the donkey and said to her servant, lead on, and do not hold back for me, unless I tell you. So she went and came to the man of God at Mount Carmel. And when the man of God saw her far off, he said to Gehazi, his servant, look, over there is the Shunammite woman. Now run to her, meet her, and say to her, are you all right? Is your husband all right? Is the child all right? And she said, it is all right. When she came to the man of God at the mountain, she grabbed his feet. Gehazi approached to push her away. But the man of God said, let her alone, for she is in bitter distress. And the Lord has hidden it from me and has not told me. Then she said, did I ask for a son from my Lord? Did I not say, do not give me false hope? Then he said to Gehazi, prepare yourself, take my staff in your hand and go. If you find anyone, do not greet him. And if anybody greets you, do not answer him. And lay my staff on the face of the boy. Then the boy's mother said, as the Lord lives, and as you live, I will not leave without you. And he got up and followed her. Gehazi passed through ahead of them and laid the staff on the face of the boy, but there was no sound or no response. So he returned to meet him and told him, "The boy is not awake." When Elisha came into the house, he saw that the boy was dead, lying on his bed. So he went in and shut the door on the two of them and prayed to the Lord. He went up and lay on the child, put his face on his face, and his eyes on his eyes, and his hands on his hands. Then he bent over the child, and the child's flesh warmed. Then he got down, walked once back and forth in the house, and went up and bent over him. The boy sneezed 7 times, and the boy opened his eyes. Then Elisha called Gehazi and said, "Call the Shunammite woman." So he called her, and she came to him. Then he said, "Pick up your son." Then she came in, fell at his feet, and bowed down to the ground. Then she picked up her son and went out. Our New Testament reading today comes from the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. "And you were dead in your trespasses and sin, in which you formerly walked according to the age of this world, and according to the prince of power of the air, the spirit who now works in the son of disobedience. Among them we all also once lived in the lust of our flesh, doing the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and we were by nature children of wrath, even as the rest. But God, being rich in mercy, because of his great love and for which he loved us, even when we were dead in sin, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved, and he was raised up and seated us together in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus, so that in the coming age he might show us the surpassing riches of grace and kindness towards us in Christ Jesus. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not of yourself. It is the gift of God, not of the works, so that no one should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good work, which God prepared beforehand so that we should walk in them." And here ends our readings for the day.